Okay. All right. So I've already explained this to the team, Carlos, Joel, and Melvin. However, you guys come in a little bit later, so I want to explain it to you. Um, as of tomorrow, I'm going to share this. This is a shared folder. I talked about it yesterday. You guys will have access to it. We should just have it open. Starting tomorrow, when you're going to follow up again on your reserves and your upcoming reserves, we're going to use this sheet. We're going to update on this sheet. Annabelle is kind enough to put the name of the doctor here. So everybody will see the name of the doctor. I'm not putting your initials there. You should know your letters and you should be able to find your doctor. Each territory is separated with this big green thing for reserves. So this is AMA. So your doctors will be here. You put your notes here. Office, yes or no, I'll take care of that. Then we go to Bleeding Heart. The info's here. Blue Star, the info is here. Camellia, this is Camellia's. Okay. Firewheel, which is RV, info is here. Lantana, which is BHJ, so that is Melvin and Samuel. You guys will be here. Okay, I'm gonna separate you guys out by doctors today. I'm gonna give you half and half so we can hit this hard. There's very few, very few reserve, as you can see. So we want to make sure that we're getting those younger orders too. They've increased a lot, but it's because we haven't been organized in BHJ long enough. So not your fault, but the info will be here. As we go further, whatever we work, you can see these are the divisions. Okay. Now, there is a second tab. I want everybody to take notice. There's a tab here, but there's also a tab here. Do we need to look at both tabs? Yes. Do we need to do something in both tabs? Yes. This one you see is order reserve. So these are the doctors and the patients that are already on reserve. This is almost the same as your priority list. These are the doctors and patients that Beata has told us that are about to hit reserve. So they're pretty damn close to getting on reserve. So we're going to Thursday, start on this tab, work your reserve doctors. If you finish them and you can switch off to this one because you only have a little bit, perfect. Once you hit both tabs with your reserve and upcoming reserve, you can move on to your regular doctors, right? Like the newer orders. Until that, don't touch anything else, just these two. This must be completed completely 100% before you log out on Friday. Every single one of your doctors must have a note next to it. If it's a do not call, we put do not call. If it's an order issue, we put order issue. If you have made 3 attempts, it should be an order issue. It should be sent already. No excuses. If you've called the doctor 3 times, no answer. You've called the doctor 3 times, it's a deadline, whatever. First, research should be done. Is there another doctor? Is there another phone number? Did you check referrals? Did you use Google? We're doing all that before we submit an order issue. All of that. On the 3rd time we call, we're not going to hang up and then move on to our next one. And on the 4th time, do the research and send the order issue. That 3rd call, even before that, the 2nd call that you never get an answer, 2nd time you don't get an answer, do the damn research, do the extra research to find out what we can do to get something, to get a number, to get whatever we need. If you've done your research and the 3rd time comes around, there's nothing you can do. You've done your research. There's no other doctor. There's no other number. You call, you get a voicemail. It's a deadline, whatever. Send an order issue. If you have a doctor that, for example, you see your notes and you refax twice already, and they still don't have the orders. They say, we didn't get them. Can you refax them? Let's send them via mail. Let's tell them, hey, we can have someone deliver them or we can send them in the mail to you. Would that be okay? Yes, perfect. Send me an email. If it's a reserve doctor or an upcoming reserve doctor, you're going to send me mail request reserve or mail request upcoming reserve. You're going to submit it to me just like an order issue, but your subject is going to be mail request reserve, mail request upcoming reserve. If it's not a reserve or an upcoming reserve, then just put mail request, period. Now, if it's a doctor who has 10 plus orders, even if it's not on reserve or upcoming reserve, please put mail request more than 10 orders. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't care, just send mail requests. But if it's 10 plus orders, please note that in the subject so I know that it's important and I need to get to it immediately. That's a lot of orders, and if it needs to be mailed, I want it to get together and get it mailed or whatever Beata's gonna do. If you're sending an order issue or an order change on anything from one of these tabs, order reserve or upcoming reserve, you're going to say order issue AMA, reserve, or upcoming reserve. If it's an order change from MOC, you're gonna say order change MOC, upcoming reserve or reserve. Joelle, for MOC, I'm doing the order changes myself. So I need to make sure it's detailed. I need to make sure it's good. I need to make sure if it's a reserve, you note that in the subject line clearly, very clearly, okay? If it's an order change and it's a lot of orders, send that in the subject line, order change, even if it's not upcoming reserve or reserve, order change, 10 orders plus. Because those are big numbers that could hit reserve quickly. So we want to make sure those docs with those lots of orders, we don't want to see them just grow and grow and grow and grow, right? So anything 10 plus, please let me know. Put it in the subject. Okay. I know I got off track. So order reserves start Thursday. If you finish, switch over to upcoming reserves. But all of this, whoever are your doctors in your territory, needs to be completed before you log out on Friday. I can't have it any other way. It can't wait till Monday. I cannot. This information needs to be in there by Friday before you log out. Okay, so again, I didn't share this with you yet. Your doctor's names will be here. You're gonna make your notes here. Detailed notes, not a whole tracking note, but you know, this is the second call, no answer. Researched, Google, no other number found. Searched referrals, no other doctor found. That type of detail. Fax on 8/22. That type of detail. All right. I was going to say something else, damn it, and I forget. Well, I'll think of it. Does anybody have any questions about the sheet? Not understand, not realize that there's 2 tabs and we need to do both of them? Now's the time, guys, because on Friday's not the time to ask me a question about it and say I didn't understand it. I couldn't fill it out. We can't wait on these. You call this for the doctor for this patient, you put your notes. Don't make a note somewhere else and then fill it all out on Friday. The moment you call that doctor for that patient, you put your notes here. It's going to be up here, just like this. Every day, you're going to go to your bookmarks and you're going to open it and you're going to have it open. 7,000 people can edit it at once. It doesn't matter. It will not affect you. Okie dokie?
I do have a question.
Yes.
We're gonna have our initials there, right?
No.
No. And how we're gonna put out that we're gonna.
Because your doctor's going to be here. So if you work H through O, so you're going to go to Moccasin.
And I'm gonna search from the H to
Yep.
the O.
And you're going to see the doctor's names listed here. So any doctor with the last name that starts with H, IJKLMNO, that's yours. You're going to call it.
Okay.
Okay. And then the upcoming reserve is going to be the same thing. You're going to go all the way down to Mock. And you're going to find doctors H through O. And you're going to, you see, it's a big list. And you're going to, Jesus Christ. You're going to find doctors H through O. And you're going to call them. And you're going to make your notes next to your doctor and your patient. These sheets are specific to these patients. So if there's something different about these particular patients, that's the update I need there. I don't need a general update. I need to make sure it's specific to this patient. So if this patient's an order change, but the others are an order issue, I want to know order change because that's this particular patient. So take notice because these are VIP. These are VIP patients, VIPs. Okay? Anyone else, anything else? Any other questions on it?
Seems to be clear enough.
Okay. Sometimes people don't like to ask questions in the group. So if you don't want to ask questions right now, that's fine.